Hey there, I'm Reue, and today we're going to talk about how to structure a high converting tour without feeling salesy. So if you're giving tours and thinking, I have a great program, so why aren't more families enrolling? This video is for you. Because most tours don't fail due to lack of quality, they fail due to lack of structure, and structure is what separates confident enrollment from awkward follow-ups and ghosting. So today I'm going to walk you through the three-phase framework behind high converting tours, without pressure, without sleazy tactics, and without turning you into someone you're not. Because you do not need to become a salesperson. You need a system. So let's start with something important. Most owners believe that if they just get more inquiries, their enrollment problem will solve itself. But more leads don't fix awkward closes, price objections, we need to think about it, or parents disappearing after a great tour. Structure fixes conversion, and high converting tours follow a map. They're not random conversations, they are intentional experiences. Inside my course, I teach a three-part tour structure: welcome and connection, school showtime, enrollment success. So let's walk through what that means. Phase 1, welcome and connection. This is the most underestimated part of the entire tour. Parents do not walk into your building in evaluation mode. They walk in protection mode. Before they are listening to curriculum, tuition, or schedules, their brain is asking, is my child safe here? Can I trust this person? Do I feel comfortable? If you skip the emotional groundwork, everything else you say lands flat. In this phase, your job is not to impress them. Your job is to lower fear. That means immediate warmth, calm authority, subtle discovery, emotional reassurance. The biggest mistake I see, owners jump straight into logistics. Let me tell you about our ratios. Here's our tuition sheet. Here's our daily schedule. Too soon. Connection must come before information. If this phase isn't strong, the rest of the tour feels transactional instead of relational. Let's talk phase 2, school showtime. This is where most people think the tour actually happens. But this is not a building tour. This is value positioning. Parents do not enroll in classrooms. They enroll in outcomes. They are scanning your environment for order versus chaos, warmth versus coldness, intentionality versus randomness, confidence versus uncertainty. Your job in this phase is to connect what they told you earlier about their child to what they're seeing right now. This is where transformation gets positioned. What does their child become in your environment? The mistake here? Over-talking. Owners and directors overwhelm parents with information they cannot possibly process in 20 or 30 minutes or even an hour. Remember, emotion first, logic second. If you overwhelm their brain, they retreat. Structure keeps this phase clear, intentional, and persuasive without feeling pushy. Phase 3, enrollment success. This is where most tours quietly fall apart because owners and directors get uncomfortable. They've connected, they've shown the building, they've answered questions, and then they say, let us know if you have any questions, or give us a call. That is not a close, that is hope. High converting tours guide the decision, not with pressure, with leadership. In this phase, your job is to outstanding concerns directly, normalize hesitation, reinforce value, clearly outline next steps, confidently ask for the enrollment. Parents actually want clarity here. They want someone to help them move forward. If you don't guide the timeline, the parent controls the timeline, and that almost always means delay. Now let me say something important. None of this is about being salesy. Salesy feels manipulative, structured feels confident. There is a huge difference. Salesy says, sign today or else. Structured says, here's why this is right for your child. Let's take the next step. Parents want leadership. They don't want pressure. And when you understand the psychology of how decisions are made, emotionally first, logically second, this framework makes sense. If you're converting less than 50% of your tours, it's rarely a marketing problem. It's almost always a structure problem. So here's what I want you to do. Download the free high converting tour blueprint in the resource library. It outlines these phases clearly so you can see where your tours may be breaking down. It's printer friendly, it's structured, and it will immediately show you if you've been winging it. And if you're ready to go deeper, inside my Transform Your Tour, Transform Your Business, I walk you through the exact sequencing, language, discovery questions, objection handling, and close that make this framework actually work. No sleazy tactics, no pressure scripts, just structured confidence. You don't need more leads. You need to convert the ones you already have walking through your door. And when you get this right, enrollment becomes predictable. I'll see you in the resource library.